Welcome back to Grammar Grade 9. This is Unit 5, Lesson 37, and today we're pulling everything about verb tense into one clear picture. You've met the tenses one at a time. Now we're going to see all 6 of them side by side, working as a single system. By the end, you'll be able to take one verb and march it through every tense in order, and you'll understand exactly what each one is for. Let's dig in. Let's start with the ones you already know best, the 3 simple tenses. Their job is to place an action somewhere in time. I'll use one verb the whole lesson so the pattern stays clear. The verb paint. Present tense. She paints today. Something happening now, or happening again and again. Past tense. She painted yesterday. Something that already occurred. Future tense. She will paint tomorrow. Something that hasn't happened yet, marked by that little word will. 3 tenses, 1 action. Now, before, and ahead. Now the other 3, the perfect tenses. Each of these is built the same way, a form of the helping verb have plus the past participle, which for our verb is painted. Present perfect. She has painted, an action finished at some indefinite time before now, or one that began and is still going. Past perfect. She had painted, an action finished before another past action. And future perfect. She will have painted, an action that will be finished before some future point. Notice the family resemblance. Has, had, will have. Everyone uses have, and everyone links one action to another point in time. Here's the whole system on one board. Our verb paint marched through all 6 tenses in order. On the left, the tense. On the right, the form. Present, she paints. Past, she painted. Future, she will paint. Those are the 3 simple tenses, in green. Then the perfect tenses, in blue. Present perfect, she has painted. Past perfect, she had painted. And future perfect, she will have painted. Read straight down that right-hand column and listen to it grow. Paints, painted, will paint, has painted, had painted, will have painted. Same verb every time. 6 tenses, 1 clean pattern. So here's the big idea, boiled down to a single line. 3 simple tenses plus 3 perfect tenses equals 6. That's the whole family. The simple tenses just name a time, present, past, or future. The perfect tenses do something extra. They take a form of have and add the past participle, and that little have is what turns a simple tense into a perfect one. And why bother? Because the perfect tenses connect one moment to another. They say this action was already complete by the time that other thing happened. Simple tenses point to a time. Perfect tenses link 2 times together. Let me show you the same system with the trickiest verb in English, the verb be. It changes shape more than any other, but it still fills the very same 6 slots. In the present, it's am, is, or are. In the past, it's was or were. The future is simple, will be. And the perfect tenses follow the pattern you already know. Has been for present perfect, had been for past perfect, and will have been for future perfect. It looks like a lot of forms, but don't let that fool you. It's the same verb and the same 6 tenses. Be has just borrowed a different looking form for each slot. Let's turn all of this into a quick check you can run on any verb. Step 1. Find the base time. Is the action in the present, the past, or the future? Step 2. Ask whether the action is finished before another point in time. If it is, you're in perfect territory. And step 3, the giveaway. Every perfect tense is built from a form of have plus the past participle. So if you see has, have, had, or will have sitting in front of the verb, you know it's a perfect tense. Name the time, then check for have. Do those 2 things and you can label any of the 6. Let's practice. Time to practice. In this first set, I'll show you a sentence, and your job is to name the tense of the verb in bold. Run the quick check. Find the base time, then look for a form of have. Pause the video and try each on your own before I reveal the answer. By spring, the crew will have planted 100 trees. Look at the verb, will have planted. There's the will, pointing to the future, and there's a form of have with the past participle, planted. So it's a perfect tense. And the phrase, by spring, tells us the planting will be finished before a future point. Future time plus have. That's the future perfect. The old clock chimes on the hour every hour. The verb is chimes. Is there a form of have in front of it? No, just the plain verb. And it describes something that happens over and over, again and again. A repeated action, no have. That's the simple present tense. We had finished dinner before the storm knocked out the power. The verb is had finished. The word had plus the past participle, finished. So it's a perfect tense. And notice there are 2 past events, the finishing and the storm. The finishing happened first, before the other past action. One past action completed before another. That's the past perfect. Here's the second set. Same idea, a few new twists. Name the tense of the bold verb in each sentence. Remember, name the base time, then check for a form of have. Pause and try each before I answer. Maya has visited the observatory twice this year. The verb is has visited, a form of have, here has, plus the past participle, visited. So it's perfect, not simple. And the base time reaches right up to the present, this year, up to now. A completed action at an indefinite time within a stretch reaching the present. That's the present perfect. The express train departed the station at exactly noon. The verb is departed. Check for a form of have. There isn't one, just the plain verb ending in ed. It names a single action that already happened and is over. One finished action, no have. That's the simple past tense. Next week, the volunteers will repair the footbridge. The verb is will repair. There's the word will, so we're pointing to the future. But is there a form of have? No, just will plus the plain verb, repair. So it isn't a perfect tense. An action yet to happen, will with no have. That's the simple future tense. Let's gather it all up. English has 6 tenses, and they split neatly into 2 groups of 3. The simple tenses, present, past, and future, and the perfect tenses, present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. What makes a tense perfect is always the same, a form of have plus the past participle, whether that's has, had, or will have sitting in front of the verb. And to name any tense, you run 2 quick steps. Find the base time, then check for a form of have that ties the action to another point in time. Take one verb, march it through all 6, and the whole system opens up. Beautiful work today. I'll see you in the next lesson.